Former Senator Bob Dole has passed away. He was a decorated World War II veteran and former Republican presidential candidate. The 98-year-old had been battling lung cancer. CBS 2's Major Garrett has more on his life and his legacy.
I accept your nomination to lead our party once again to the presidency of the United States.
Bob Dole was the last presidential candidate who served in World War II. And in the '96 campaign, he said America needed more of the greatest generation's grit and values.
And I know because I was there, and I have seen it, and I remember.
But it didn't work. Baby boomer President Bill Clinton painted Dole as a fixture of the past and easily won a second term. Growing up in Russell, Kansas, Dole was a star athlete in high school and joined the Army as a college freshman. He suffered grievous wounds in Italy that would cost him the use of one arm. Neighbors raised money to pay for several surgeries and later sent him to Congress.
When I needed help, the people of Russell helped. And I think
Gerald Ford put Dole on the ticket in 1976. In the vice presidential debate, Dole blamed Democrats for wars on their watch.
If we added up the killed and wounded in Democrat wars in this century...
The backlash hurt Dole and Ford, who would eventually lose to Jimmy Carter. Dole spent 27 years in the Senate, quitting his post as majority leader in an all-out bid to defeat Clinton.
my time to leave this office has come, and I will seek the presidency with nothing to fall back on but the judgment of the people, and nowhere to go but the White House or home.
With that defeat, Dole became the only person to lose as a presidential and vice presidential nominee.
Thank you so much.
6 years later, his wife Elizabeth was elected to the Senate, and he became an unlikely TV pitchman for soft drinks with Britney Spears.
Easy boy.
Courage.
And even Viagra.
Like erectile dysfunction.
When Donald Trump secured the nomination in 2016, Dole became the only living GOP nominee to endorse him.
Donald Trump can win.
Dole was a Farm Belt fiscal conservative. Party loyalty came easy. Culture war rhetoric did not. He wielded power quietly and, over the years, with humor and humility, qualities of what feels like a bygone era of national politics. Major Garrett, CBS News, Washington.